Good evening, everybody. How's everybody this fine Thursday evening? Fine-ish here in Donegal, a bit drizzly. How's everyone else doing? Hi to anybody there who's lurking in the background. Hi to anybody who's watching this on replay. You're very welcome. I hope you're all keeping well. I hope you've all had loads of modelling done over the weekend, over the last week. Well, it's only Saturday when I seen you last, and I've seen our DJ is in tonight, Rob and Grace. I hope you guys are doing well. Let's get on to the chat and see who's there. And Hot Dog Pilot Andy was first off the blocks there. Hi Andy, how you doing? Flymo Chairman 1, good evening. Digger Evans, Model Railway, good evening Digger. Tom Houston, Model Rail, how are you doing? Actually, let's put this down to the 4 screens. Where are we? RG Trains, yes sir, they are. Evening guys. Who else we got coming in? Oh, who else does that? There in the chat just decides to jump. Let's get on there. And Flymo Chairman, it's my daughter and son-in-law's first wedding anniversary today. Paper, which, yes. I'm too feeling my age and now drastically thinner wallet. Well, congrats to your daughter and son-in-law. They asked for paper money, yeah. Dara's Locomotive Shed. Hi Dara, how you doing? I was watching your video earlier on, in a lunch break, putting that freighter ship together. I did share it out on my my channel, oh dear, I can't talk or think tonight. Well, I shared it on my YouTube channel anyway, so any of the mods there can find it and just share it on here for people to check out. It looks like it's going to be a good model. Scott Wood, good evening Scott, how you doing? Oh, Leslie Gilpin's in as well. Hi Leslie, how you doing? Shedmouth Junction, Martin, good evening. Are you hiding out in the shed tonight, Martin? What are you at there? Are you getting that N gauge built? Flymo Chairman, I was recently playing Flat Beat by Joseph, not Eric. I better turn the amp down. Joshua, WFix Gaming, good evening Joshua. Chris Valley 56, good evening Chris. Kev Gifford's in, hi Kev. Back in the room, great to be back from Hollybobs. Yes, he was sending me some photos, very jealous of him, stretched out and enjoying some sunshine and heat and grease. Don't worry, next Tuesday you'll be back in that cold, damp shed for the Model Railway Club meetup. We haven't actually done much since you were been away. Platform 7A, good evening. Josh is a bit tired because he got back from a long walk with his dog. Well, it's good to get out, get some fresh air and get some exercise. Hermitage Road, Pete, good evening. RG Change, hey all, doing okay our side, looking forward to the break. How's everyone keeping okay? Oh yeah, I've seen somewhere that you guys are heading away somewhere. Enjoy it. Brian's in, how you doing Brian Madden? Oh, there's Simon Model Showcase, time for the puns to start. Food chat starts now. I got 2 caramel eclairs while watching. Oh, I had some Weetabix before I came on. Everyone's a bit ill in the house at the moment. So I was going to do dinner and everyone's like, oh, I don't want that, I don't want this, I don't want that. And look, you know what? Cook your own food. If you don't want what I'm making, fine. So I didn't cook anything and I just had Weetabix. Shedman Junction, going to be a lurker in the background once again, watching on the phone, which makes commenting a challenge. I'm terribly slow typer. Yeah, so am I. I hate trying to type on a phone. Put me in front of a PC or a laptop. Why are there so many things to sort out after a short holiday? Yes, indeed. Digger Evans, in other news, I have installed both sets of tracks on the new layout and both are up and running, including sidings. Oh, very good, Digger. I don't know if people have been keeping an eye on Digger's channel there with the new shed and layout he's got, but it looks fantastic. Lindry Town Trains and Models. Lyndon, good evening. How are you doing? Let's see. Hello to Lyndon. Again, apologies if I skip through someone's question or anything. Just pop it back into the chat again. Sometimes when you're flicking through this, you miss a few things. Great Northern 70 Greg is in. Good evening. Yeah, it's no problem, Dara. I enjoyed that, and I was looking at that, and I was looking at it and thinking, oh, I don't need one of those. I don't have a harbour, but when's that ever stopped any of us buying something we don't need? Oh, Summer Breeze, Model Railway, John Holly, good evening, guys. Hi, Mark. Oh, yes, in the shed doing some scenic work tonight. Picked up some 009 this week. Damn, that means yet another layout to build. 009, that's what I'm doing here. Yeah. And we have Andy in. Good evening, all. I'm just going through the chat here. Brian Madden, do you know of any good model shows this weekend? Brian misheard last week's and thought I said the Enniskillen show was on last Saturday. Luckily, he was passing through Enniskillen anyway. He stopped, found it wasn't on, and it's actually on this Saturday. The Earn show is on in Enniskillen this weekend, this Saturday. I will be going to it. It's usually a good show. It's the closest show to me, so I'm definitely not going to miss out. It's only about an hour away from me, so I'll be at that on Saturday. Jerry BVR, good evening, Jerry. How you doing? Effingham's in as well. Good evening. Umming and ahhing about purchasing my 12th class 37. I think I have a problem. No, you don't. I've got, what have I got over there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think I've only got 10. So I have a bit to catch up on you yet, Andy. It's brilliant. Weetabix, shredded wheat, all the same. 12 class 37s is way too less. Vince Haysom, good evening. Right. One of the members of the club, Frida, won this in a competition. Let me move it up closer. So he bought it in to see if we could use it on the layout, because it's Infinity Sovereign Starter Set Gauge Master. It says it's Bluetooth. Don't know anything about it, never heard of it. So I'm going to open up now and have a look at it. So you two can join in this as well. Let's slide it out. I've no idea what it's like. Anybody else? I presume it's one of Gauge Master's basic systems. I don't know. Oh, user manual. Various. Oh, well, that feels like it's empty. It's just there for packing. I think that's empty too. Right, let's just move this. So that appears to be empty boxes. Let's see. So this must be the brains. Gauge Master model GM1 DO1. Oh, connections in there. So on the back, it's got USB-C, sniffer, main, programming track, power in, and extension ports in and out. Also, I'm not going to plug it in and test it tonight because that's not just the power supply in there. So this must be the controller. Oh, Comes with battery, so it's obviously handheld. Infinity Digitrax Railway Control. So it's got a little LCD display. So that's the controller there. Also, you put in, you select your locos. Got a wheel and a screen for showing what's selected. So I think for operating the layout that we're building for the model club and for the museum, the idea of the layout we're building is going to be one we can take around to shows. It's be a bit easier to transport than the Inver layout we have, which is a bit big and bulky, and really you need a van to move this around. This one's a bit smaller, so we should be able to get it in between 2 cars. So, wireless digital control system. That looks like quite a nifty little system, and I think it'll be quite handy. At the weekend, I picked up the USB connection for my GaugeMaster Prodigy Advance 2. So now the computer which is over there, which you can't see, is connected to it and is able to run my layout. But the biggest thing, so I've spent Sunday sat at that computer, hunched over the keyboard, swearing at JMRI. Finally got it to work. Hang on, let's put that in front of the camera. So now I have a track plan on there with my points on it. So now I can just hit them, change the points, and also I can see which way the points are thrown. Because as I was saying, that was one of the problems. If I'm out here operating it, I can't see which way the points are thrown at the moment. So having this here, I can see which way they're thrown. Now, the only issue I have with that is on JMRI, they don't have a setup for 3-way points. You've got to put in a left point and then a right point. And trying to get them to work together on JMRI, I couldn't figure it out, even after a lot of swearing. And come to Sunday evening, I just thought, no, I'm going to walk away from this. And I searched. I couldn't find anything on YouTube. All I could find online was, set up a left and a right point. And I was like, great, yeah, I've done that, but I can't get them linked to work. So if anybody knows anything about it or knows a YouTube video for that, let me know. Let's go back, see who's popped in while I've been ranting on there. Jerry will be lurking. Yeah, I got back there. So Flymo's put up the link to Digger's YouTube channel there. Check it out. Let's see. Lyndon Lintry. I've been doing my best to slow down, mate, but I'm just happy I've got the lines up and running and the sidings too. Good on you, Digger. Chris Valley says, rather scarily, I don't know how many 37s I have. Yeah. Hermitage Road, I have a 43 class 37s. You've got 43, Pete. I thought you were trying to say you had a class 43 and a class 37, but no, you're saying I have 43 class 37s. Yeah, I think you win, Peter. I think you do, yeah. Flyman Chairman, I nearly had another LMS Express set with Dutchess, Sutherland and coaches and extra ginty, and wagons seriously have nowhere to store it. To infinity and beyond if Railcar 18 takes another dive. No, let's not do that again. In fact, I'll change it over. Oh, J94, Kieran. Good evening, Kieran. How are you doing? A rebadged Digitrax controller. Yes, a lot of the GaugeMaster stuff is just rebadged. My wife says it's a problem. Clive, Newland Railway. How you doing, Clive? How's that garage coming on? There's someone else who's building a new shed for his layout. It looks like a 1980s mobile phone. It does a bit, yeah. An Inver Mini, yeah. There's the link for the Train Set Direct, the unofficial sponsor of this stream. As Simon says, yeah. Somebody mentioned, yeah. Now, let's find out what Brian's count on A4s is at the moment. He has a bit of a problem with A4s, and he keeps buying them, and he keeps going on to auctions and seeing them and buying them, and I'm not sure what count he's up to now. I think he's got all the ones that were in existence, plus some fictional ones he's made up as well. 43 Class 37s is way too less, yeah. Clive's has got 18 37s. What about Class 18s? I don't even know what a Class 18 is. It's not one of those like double-headed things. I know you can link points in JMRI, so one will change with the other for crossings. Yeah, I've done that. That's easy to do. But getting the three-way point to throw, to go straight or right or whatever, I couldn't get it to work properly. And it's probably really simple. Maybe my brain was overcomplicating it. Gauge Master Prodigy is a rebadged MRC. Yes, it is. Because that's what you have to use to connect it to JMRI. Raymond Legs, good evening. I missed out on a 1969 Lima NCF auto cut shirt set that was quite rare. Probably will never see another one. It had been there for a while. Oh. Brian, I think it's 58 A4s. Latest count, but more are in the post. Clive, I've just been in the garage doing a purlin and fitting gussets in the roof. The shed still a hold so I can get someone to concrete for me. Oh, right, okay, you're still waiting on that. It wasn't in the catalogue, so it means it was specifically made for the French-US market. Oh. Haven't seen a Sir Topham Hatt A4 yet. I'll just put that down a minute. Just on the water tonight, just trying to keep hydrated. I got myself a new mobile phone at the weekend. I haven't actually set it up yet. I got it Saturday. It's still sitting in the bag. I'm still using my old Note 9 because I want to retire this so this becomes just a throttle for here, because then I can have on the tablet, I can have the track plan, change the points, and then I have the throttle on my phone. So that means I can just walk around. Oh, excuse me. A bit tired tonight. Oh, excuse me. Clive, I just spent 650 quid on the order for the new PVC cladding. Oh. Brian says, give me 2 minutes, Flymo, and you will. Some reason why we don't know. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Support Mark by sharing the live if you can. Yep. Subscribe if you're new here. Say if you're lurking there in the comments, you got any questions or anything, put it in. We don't bite. None of it's cheap, Clive. I've spent way too much. Yeah. So basically, you bought a new throttle, Mark. Well, yeah, it's a new DCC system. I didn't buy it. One of the club members actually won it, but he doesn't do DCC. So we'll use it for the layout we're building in the museum, which I haven't actually done a video on yet to say what we're doing. I might do that as an extra. Are we keeping you up? I don't know. I have this thing lately where I just wake up at 4 a.m. every morning, and then I can't get back to sleep, and then I do fall asleep, and then my alarm wakes me up, and then I feel like I haven't been asleep at all. So yeah. We don't bite unless we bite in the food chat. If you want watermark, we've had way too much here. Yeah, we're the same. We've had way too much rain here. The funny thing is, we've got a hosepipe ban here at the moment because apparently the reservoirs are low. And we're like, what? Ironville, good evening. Just finished late dinner, pasta and tomato sauce, homegrown veg, then Greek yogurt and black grapes. Oh, very nice. No, I was talking about the phone. Oh yeah, the phone. Sorry, Tom. Yeah, so yeah, I've got another throttle. Yeah. Clive, I got the UPV shiplap 35 meter length. Some places are charging up to 27 a length for the same maker's product. Pays to shop around. It certainly does with everything. It does pay to shop around. That's like one thing I say with when you're building layouts is the likes of B&Q, well, Homebase isn't there anymore, although they were convenient, their wood in there was mad expensive. You know, if you go to a decent builder's merchant or wood yard, if you've got any left, they're the best place to get bits and pieces from. The wind slowed down here, we're getting the rain next. It was fairly, past couple of days it's been fairly breezy. It was actually nice this morning, it was nice and dry. And then about 1:30, 2 o'clock, the heavens opened and it's been raining and drizzling ever since. Just not a very nice evening. In fact, I've put the heating on this evening because it's got that little bit. Oh. The Growler Blackwood Engage layout. Good evening. How are you doing, Ewan? Hope you're keeping well. Ewan joined me on Saturday evening when I was covering for Rob and Grace. And we had a good old chat about his layout there. So if you don't know Ewan's layout, go over, check his channel out. He's an Engage modeler. Grace in bowling practice yesterday bowled 191, 200 and 205. Now I need to do it in the league. It's been years since I had a fish pie. I can't remember the last time I had fish pie. Fish isn't one of my favourite things, to be honest. Yeah, it's raining with John and Holly. I didn't like the rain up in Scotland. Tried to drown me standing on a moor. That pretty much sounds like the rain here in Donegal. Digger Evans wonder, we had a hosepipe ban at the house for a short while, but they can't ban hosepipes at a farm because the animals need drinking water. But the ban didn't last very long anyway, yeah. Scotwood was installing Cobalt Alpha Central integrated 12-way digital switching control panels today to control my point motors. Oh, very good. That's the opposite. Rain this morning in Staffordshire and cleared up. Oh. Charlie, Partick Hill Station. Good evening, Charlie. How are you doing? Good to have, yeah, it was good to have a chinwag. It was just like the two of us talking and everybody else just listening in. I watched it back, Martin. I caught you just as you finished the live. So, yeah, Grace contacted me on. I was doing my shopping in Asda. I was on the way back from Derry, and I was in Asda and said, "Oh, did I want to do the live tonight?" So I rushed around, finished my shopping in Asda, got home, and set up the live and went live. Yeah, because so like Asda for me is in Strabane, which is about an hour's drive away. Oh, there's my daughter back from work. Raymond doesn't like fish pie by the looks of it. Yeah, so that's what I spent the weekend doing, was arguing with my computer and JMRI. Actually connecting the system to the computer and to JMRI was easy. That was pretty straightforward. It took a while to actually use their software to draw the track plan, because it wasn't very instinctive the way you move things around. You had to hold down the shift key and not click and stuff, and it took a little bit longer. So I'm sort of used to using AnyRail. And then I think I found out afterwards you can actually take the AnyRail plan, import it to JMRI, but discovered that afterwards. Setting up the normal points, left, right hand points, and even the double slip was pretty easy. As I say, it's just the three-way point I haven't bothered with. But yeah, it also means that I don't need the Wi-Fi controller at the moment that's on. That I bought with the Prodigy, with the Gauge Master, because it goes through the computer, so it uses the normal Wi-Fi in your house. So I can just connect to the normal Wi-Fi on the tablet and the throttle. So it makes it a lot easier. So far it's been working really well. I've had no problems with it. The only problems I've had is I find some of the solenoid point motors have got a bit sticky, which is something I discovered with the DCC Concepts solenoid controllers, is that they don't like the solenoid motors that have got the latching spring on them. So I don't have any points at the moment that need the latching spring, but I had the point motors, so I think between the spring on that and the spring in the point is too much for the power from the solenoid controller. So just rip that spring out, and it seemed to work okay. But I think I've got one there that I've missed, so I need to get underneath and do that again. See what everyone's saying. Party on station, Charlie. Just to let you all know, I am all booked for Getz. Looking forward to meeting you all there. Oh, excellent. You're going to Getz, are you? Unfortunately, I'm not going over because I've had too many holidays this year, so I'd be strung up. Kev Gifford, when we moved across permanently, was having a pint in the corner house, and a lovely chap friend came across. Welcome to Donegal. Your summers will never be the same again. Yeah, if it's wet, it'll be pouring with rain, and if you get a good day, you go and sit outside and the midges eat you alive. That's Donegal. And if you get a decent day, you've got to do the beach, the barbecue, everything in that one day, because that's it. Jerry, drawing the layout is probably the hardest thing in JMRI, their greatest weakness. Yeah, I did find it a bit, it just didn't seem very instinctive, you know, to click and drag yet. And I was watching a few tutorials on it, and like they seem to left those sort of things out, going, oh yeah, you've got to right click this to drag it, and you've got to hold the shift key or the control key to do this. They just sort of, you just see them click and drag it, and you think, well, why is that not working for me? And then by watching several different YouTubes and reading up on it, you go, oh, I've got to hold the shift key down. Oh, right, okay. Was I able to map out Letterkenny Station? No, I haven't looked at it, Brian. I should have in that companion, or in one of the books I have, I will have a plan for Letterkenny Station. Mark, you can put the three-way as two separate points in JMR. Yeah, I know that, but how to get them to work together for the different roads. That's, so when you hit it, it goes left, straight on, or right. Trying to get the points to work together, that's what I had the problem with. Ian says, I've picked up a strip light out the middle of Lidl tonight, discovered extra lighting required along the back of the layout. Ah, I got a load of LED lighting from, I think it's LED Trading in the UK. I think if you look up LED Trading, Google them, a very simple website, but I got the lights out from there. In fact, if you remember when I done the attic conversion, that's the lights I used in there, and we've actually used some of the lights in the museum. Very good lights. They're just strips of LEDs with a diffuser and a channel. They're designed so they can be daisy chained together. Really, in fact, I've ordered some more, and they should be with me hopefully maybe this weekend. Digger modem. I'm trying to be free and able to travel down for Gets, Charlie. Fingers crossed. Not definite, but there is a hope. Okay. But checked into the hotel Friday to Monday. Oh, very good. What would you recommend as a good DCC control system for a new DCC user? Kev, if you want to borrow one of my controllers, because I've got a couple of spare ones here to start up with and get going on it and learn the basics and everything before you go and get what I'd call a better controller. Like, I love my GaugeMaster Prodigy Advance, really good, works really well. Now I've got to connect to the computer, JMRI, and I'm able to use the tablet. I was able to use the throttle anyway with the Wi-Fi adapter, really, really good. But if you're learning about DCC, start off with a basic controller to learn all the ins and outs of it before you fork out the money for a decent controller, because they can be quite pricey. Simon's going to Gets on the Sunday. Finnerton will know which is best. Hashtag Brian loves DCC. Yeah. Hot dog pilot Andy's got an NCE and he's used it for 20 years. In Scotland, we know when it's summer, the rain falls vertically. See, in Donegal, we know when it's summer because the rain is just a little bit warmer. It's still coming at you horizontally, but it's just a little bit warmer. Can you still get underboard mounted solenoids? Yeah, that's what I'm using here, the seat point motors. They're little solenoid motors. Or are you on about the other little ones that they used, like the square ones they used for controlling signals and that? I think you can still get those. Good evening to anyone I missed who joined the chat. I'm listening while doing other stuff. That's from Jerry BVR. Leslie Gill from Railways. Has anyone else got trouble running loco setup with NC power cab on a Z21? I find some run fine, others don't get recognised. I have found that across different types of DCC systems. It shouldn't be, but for whatever reason, sometimes you have to reprogram it on the different system. So I've had that with some of my locos, which would have been on the Hornby Select or the Hornby Railmaster. When I got the GaugeMaster, it wouldn't work. And as soon as I reprogrammed them, like all I did was go into them and put the same number in again, it worked. Part of the station. That's the one reason I left. Yes, because Charlie is Scottish. Arnville, for DCC, I'm aiming to use the Hornby HM7000 for points, etc. Aim to use Megapoint's controller system too, the same used on making tracks. Right, okay. That chap's fair to develop that Megapoint system over the years, aren't? Yeah, there's a lot of work gone into it. In the winter, it falls horizontally. Arnville, yes, Adam, like Use of his mimic board and other things I can do with point signals and soon routes. Yeah. I doubt many would have both. Yeah, that's true. RGJ, most of this is way over my bleeding head. You'll learn it, whether you want to or not. We usually play with the tide in the first half in our football pitches, our football matches. Yeah, not saying it rains a lot in Donegal, but oh, hang on, what's going on there? You lost your carriages again. There's a bit of a coupling height difference between the 57 and the Mark III coaches. But, class 57's a Bachmann, the coaches are a Hornby. It doesn't help that the coupling hook is missing off the class 57. I'm sure it's there in the track somewhere. Once I go around with my magnet someday and I'll find it. Or it'll cause a derailment and I'll go, oh, there it is. RG trains, it's like Shetland. If you don't, I said Shetland, I didn't say anything else. It's like Shetland. If you didn't like the weather, just wait 5 minutes. Yeah. Both from Hornby and some from DCC Concepts. Oh, do you know what? And I just sent the camera flying. You got to see my nice boots there. Ugh. Oh, our unofficial sponsor won't be happy. Anyway, let's take the rail car off. Let's bring it around here. And we'll put on rail car 4. That didn't work. There we go. Remember to take it off. Now rail car 4 going around. Oh, Charlie's off for a haircut. Catch you later, Charlie. At least you have hair to cut. Don't let the basin slip, Charlie. West Castle Model Railway, good evening. How are you doing? Do full-length 8-coach trains look realistic on a model railway given the space constraints on most layouts? It depends on the size of the layout. To be honest, on this layout here, if I have a full 8-coach train on here, it takes up half the layout. So if it was broken up with scenery, and it probably wouldn't look too bad. But yeah, it doesn't. That's why most places you go to, they have 2-3 coaches on their layout, because most layouts aren't big enough. I would love to have a nice big layout that I could run full-length coaches on, but it depends on the layout, the size. You know, judge yourself, look at it if it looks right or not. What I find is the bigger rakes of coaches don't look right, but if you've got a big rake of wagons, whether it's hoppers or whatever like that, it doesn't look too bad. But again, I suppose it's personal. Everyone else weigh in on that and see what they think. All right, maybe you can go to Rob and Grace and give them a DCC lesson. Maybe Owen, Brian, of course. Brian knows all about DCC systems. He used to be DCC, but he got fed up with it. You know, he'll even do a chip fitting service. Sorry, I'm trying to find a chair to sit down on. Let me take this. as I'm sort of stood here. I'll go off to the side. Ooh. I'm going to be like Brian and join the anti-DCC party. I can't see Charlie with a Mohican. Oh, you never know. Leslie's saying the club uses a Z21, but he uses a NCE at home. I see. Mark Solutions worth a try, Leslie. Yeah, I have found that. Just simply putting it on the programming track or whatever and just re-entering the number again, and it seems to work then. I don't know why. You don't have to do a whole, well, I didn't have to do a whole chip reset like CV8. It was just renumber it. Stanhover Motor Railway, Mark Captain Static, good evening. How are you doing, sir? And Flymer, I'm still in the DC circle. It's comfy, isn't it, Adam? Out of curiosity, do you have an A4 asking for a friend? No, Brian. You don't need any more A4s. I think I have two versions of the Mallard. That's it. I have a blue and a green one, I think. Digger, oh sorry, excuse me guys. Me too, Rob and Adam. Digger still DC. Captain Bus Anchor. Westgate, that Ewan says Westgate, depends on the scale and space, yeah. Rob, wires go in, train goes on, power gets turned up, simples. John Holly to Stanhover Motorway. Hi Mark, hope you and Sarah are both well. We enjoyed your latest video and comment after the live. Leslie, I've run 20 car passenger trains, but I usually max at 12. Just don't trip over the chair. Yeah, I did that before, didn't I? Let's get some other. I tried full-length mainline trains, but on layout build 6, I'm really enjoying building a branch line with just DMUs or 4-coach trains. Yeah. Like everyone, refers to rule 1. It's your railway, it's your rules. Do what makes you happy and what you want. I did a renumber on some successfully, but others wouldn't even reprogram on the Z21, but I'm fine at home. All right. Oh, right, sorry. Only slightly move. It'd be easier if I moved my chair, to be honest. I was trying to keep out of shot. Oh, there we go. So now you can see left arm above the right arm. If you want to stay alive, go work for DCC. Fly mode, don't encourage Brian. He doesn't need any encouragement with A4s, okay? Just... I was on, good evening, how are you doing? Can't remember this, I don't think I said hello to you yet this evening. What do you mean by a mainline length train? An 18 car Velcro or 3 Slibberling and a V100? Highland Clive, and we've got Hot Rod Rodney 25. Good evening, welcome to the chat. I hope you're keeping well. They're building no, I think it was someone's building a branch line on their model, Joshua. Yeah, no, as Flymo says, they're on about UK trains there, Ivo. And how was the Dutch weather tonight? And Ivo says, still horrible, but a bit drier for tomorrow. Dean Moore, good evening. Hello from Bracknell in Berkshire, enjoying my new first ever Accurascale DB Class 60 DCC with sound. Looks brilliant, sounds brilliant. Oh, very nice. They do make some good kit DCC, some good kit Accurascale. Hey Mark, hey, good to see you. These live chat adverts are so annoying. I've had 3 so far, all for a magic show in Glasgow. Unfortunately, not Mark's fault. Yeah, this came up like last week. People getting live chat adverts. I've never seen one. How do they pop up? Do they pop up blocking the chat or in the middle of the chat? What? And I don't know why they're popping up. I don't know if there's a setting I have to take to stop it happening. I don't know. How do I put it? So Air Force One fly over earlier heading west. Oh, is he going home now, is he? Now he's had dinner with the king. Do you have a pull-out section or do you duck under at some point for center access? I'm struggling with my carpentry skills to make it level. I duck under. I don't have a lifting bit. They can be quite tricky to make, and then getting the track to line up. It's all about having getting some metal dowels or something, so when you open it up and down, it's in the exact same position, and then laying your track across. It can be a bit tricky when you're doing a lifting section. Starting on a railway, full-length trains on a model railway are nice, but not the be-all and end-all. At the end of the day, you have to work with the space you have available and what your preference is. Yeah, totally agree, Mark. Hot dog pilot. I trust you waved goodbye with both fingers. Ryan says, click that button. Yes, hit the like button for me, please, guys. Share the stream. Subscribe if you're new here. You got any questions, pop them in the chat. 2 digits rampant. Maura King's in the house. Hi, Maura. Hope you're keeping well. How's the weather down in Kerry? Is it as miserable as it is in Donegal? And not another plane for miles, yeah. Amazon, I keep my trains at about 4 or 5 cars length, and that's with short cars. The incomplete modern consist is already 90 centimetres for just 3 coaches. Yeah. They block the chat, do they? If I remember after the stream, I'm going to have a look and have a Google and just see if there's anything I can do to stop that, or is that just Google? Brian loves DCC. Ironville, I've not had live chat advert yet, even though I don't pay extra for YouTube, me cheapest chips. Yeah, it seems there's only a couple people that get it. So I don't understand. Surely everyone should be getting it, or nobody. I don't know. Jesse Trains originally had a duck under it till he moved and built a new layout. Yeah. Some people were also getting adverts in Jenny's Monday Club this week, though again, only a few got them. All right, okay. So side by side, your screen will be on the left, but the advert will be on the right. But the advert will take over with the sound and silence the stream. Never seen it on yours, but seen it on Dawn Quest stream. I know YouTube have rolled out a load of updates recently, and I haven't really checked to see what they are. I've seen a couple of videos pop up from different creators about it, so maybe I better watch one of them in case there's something in there I need to do to switch it off. And why is it only affecting some people? Yeah, I'm getting the same blocks the chat. Are you guys watching it on, the people who are getting this, are they watching on a PC or a tablet or a mobile device? And if they're watching on a PC, are they watching it through a particular browser? Is that something? I don't know. Just seen a thing where Samsung high-end fridges will now show you adverts on the front screen. There's a place I go to fill my car up, because it's the cheapest around, and it's an unmanned place. You can pay with your card, and as you're pumping, you get adverts appear on the screen. So you got to listen to adverts as you're putting your fuel in. And one of them is for Halifax. We don't have Halifax in Ireland. It's Pepsi Cola. It's that real old advert with Michael J. Fox in it for Pepsi, running out to get one for his neighbour. Halifax with Top Cat, and Galaxy Chocolate is another one of them. And I think McDonald's, is one. Let's see, Government Railways. I put in a removable panel, but then scenic over the joints. Fancy duck under now. Flamer, lean over on the like lever, please. Subscribe and share if you haven't already. Except my adverts are about Asian wives. Now, who's commenting there? Is that Rob or Grace? I don't know, I'm not sure if El Presidente was on it, but there's not many 747s to that livery. Good Flamer, thank. Winter's back, so our activities handball tonight. Oh, there's the link for the Donegal Railway Club. Say we're meeting now every Tuesday, so if there's anybody listening in the Donegal area who wants to come to the club, 7 to 9, meet at the museum on Tuesday evenings. Arnville, hey Maura, how's it going with your HM7000? How many engines running with that? So easy to use on my iPad and iPhone. Archie Trey, naughty man. Mark, it's happening in all streams. Right, okay. Shh, don't tell Grace. Loads of Ryanair flights diverted from Stansted to Birmingham because of Trump. There'll be some pretty angry customers. Yeah. Is that where he flew into? Was it Stansted, was it? Shedmount Junction, no adverts here, Mark. All ad clear, free from the shed. Maura says she's got 11 now with the HM chip. Oh, very good. Mark Stanner, I've just had one of those stupid adverts come up and block the live chat briefly. I think that it must be a new YouTube thing, unfortunately. I thought it'd gone quiet. Why have you stopped? Track's not dirty. Maybe the wheels need a bit of a clean. Everyone's on. Still need to finish my Lima Nova slivering control cab. It needs a different light resistor and finishing the buffer detail. Okay. Oop. Ernville. Rob, tell Grace what? We're all going to be there Saturday. Are you going to be on this Saturday, Rob? We're all going to be there going, guess what Rob was looking at while he was on Donegal Dad stream? Are the adverts on phone or PC? Oh, Rob's on the phone. And Andy's PC using Google Chrome. Aaronville's, I'm watching on iPad via the YouTube app. Watching on a tablet. Everyone's on. Ryanair is about the worst airline around. Yeah, but people keep using them. And in this day and age, you get what you pay for. If you want a seat for a tenner and you don't want to bring a bag, that's what you get. And they're usually on time. And they've got clean new aircraft. Don't have great service on board usually. You're usually shouted at, but hey, if I'm paying a tenner to get somewhere. All right, King Tom, I think it's in phones only. Okay. Simon's PC, Microsoft Edge. Scott Woods on an iPad, not getting any ads. Mark Stanover, I'm watching the stream on the living room TV and using my tablet for live chat. I'm on Chrome here, never had adverts when signed in, we'll get them every time if I'm not though. Brian's PC, Chrome, no interference. Yeah, so there doesn't seem to be any correlation there as to why people were getting it. I did have a front advert. Hi Tom, I think it's when people are on phones they get the adverts. I'm using Brave browser on Ubuntu link, it's no adverts. Linux. Halifax with Top Cat, sure, that old advert. Yeah, it is a fairly old advert, that one. And like the Pepsi one with Michael J. Fox in it, that's got to be 30 years old, because I think it was when he'd done Back to the Future. Yeah, I've yet to try Linux, Tom. If it comes to it, I will. The Ubuntu Linux is fairly easy to use. It looks like Windows, behaves like Windows, except it doesn't crash as much. And it just works. It doesn't take days to install. Sure, if you were telling me she's a mother, I always knew you were a smart man. As he gave up Michael J. Fox running. Yeah, that's how old the advert was, Leslie. It was the old Pepsi advert. I've got one bedroom with 3 steps up into it, perfect for a duck under. Oh, there's the link for the Donegal Railway Heritage Centre. I'm watching on the phone. Sometimes I get adverts, but on your streams. Really? Just had another stupid ad. What was it for, Mark? Are you getting adverts for Asian wives? Just try Brave browser or Windows before you try Linux. That's not a trivial step. These ads are popping up every 5 or 6 minutes on my tablet. This is getting a bit annoying. Right, I will have a look after the stream, do a bit of Googling to see if I can find out if it's something I can change. So another creator saying he found 15 adverts in one of his 20-minute videos. Really? Anybody who's watching my videos, is there too many ads in them? Because I've let YouTube decide where to put the ads in, which may be a mistake. It may be that they're putting one in every 2 minutes or something like that. Does anyone use Track Magic for cleaning track? Used to. It's really expensive for what it is. For the same price of a bottle of Track Magic, you can get almost a litre of IPA, which will last you years. And I always found the Track Magic top on it wasn't very good, and it used to seem to evaporate a lot quicker than I was using it. So I just use IPA. Order it online, get a litre bottle of it for about a tenner, and that'll, like I've got a litre bottle of it here somewhere. I must have bought that about 4 years ago, and there's a good third of it left. Could also say I don't clean my track that often, but you know. If anyone's interested, adhesivevibe.com. Oh, someone's messaging. Oh, Simon sent me a photo. Oh, I see what you mean. That is pretty... Online tuition from experts. I'm just going to show that to people. So this is what's coming up for people. You can see there, it just completely covers the chat. That's a bit... There must be a setting on YouTube somewhere. I'm going to have to look at that and see if I can get it changed for next time. Of course, now I've lost. Where was I? Simon trains RGJ train streaming 6 p.m. tomorrow, not Saturday. Oh, you guys going live tomorrow, are you, Rob? Everyone's on. Did the Lehman over-serving come from the 3-pack? The Prez was on Air Force One and it flew right over. Ooh, Rob. Amateur, I got the 9-car HT set in GW livery, but when it's on one corner, it's not out of the previous 4 corners. I watch on my phone on this channel. Let's see if an ad shows up on this. Sharing is caring. I was on the Raymond. I bought mine as separate ones, but they were also in a 3-piece box. Rivizeros later sold them with the detail fitted from the factory. River Rossi, isn't it? There, I can say it, River Rossi. I need a drink. Unfortunately, it's just water now. It's actually getting a bit too warm in here now, so. Let's just check the mic situation. Yeah, still all green. I thought you were talking about your OnlyFans page, Rob. Joshua watches phone. Kev's watch main PC, desktop, no adverts. Ads being seen are down to the watch activity of the user, which is why Rob's getting Asian wives coming up. YouTube tries different things in different regions. You might get it this week and someone else will get it next week, kind of thing, yeah. We now have Simon and Double Vision. King Ryanair, in fairness, have made travel accessible with cheap fares. I don't understand paying extra for a seat, as it means you stand outside in the rain longer than those who don't. Yeah, the only reason people pay, I would pay for a seat, is if it was to sit next to someone. Usually when we're going on Ryanair, we don't. With the youngest one, traveling with me or with my missus, you have to get a seat with them because they're underage. So, and Ryanair make you pay for that. But otherwise, I'm quite happy not to pay for a seat. Usually, don't pay for an extra cabin bag. If there's a few of us going, we'll just pay for a hold bag, which is cheaper because, you know, if you have a hold bag, you can, 3 or 4 people can share a hold bag if you're going for like just a week or whatever. Yeah, I never understood why people pay for speedy boarding. As you say, to stand in the rain longer. At least 30 years old, Mark. Yeah, it was about 30 years old. Sorry, Trains Motor Road Showcase. You just said hello to yourself. I'm getting worried. Man, I want to be macho, man. Beaver, one of my brothers have A/B testing for titles as a trial, which is a feature not out yet. Oh, I have that on my. I haven't used it, but yeah, I've seen that come up on my the A/B testing for titles. The Greater Blackwood Engage. I see Cato releasing Class 800 in Trans-Pennine Express, Lumo, and Hull trains, all in Engage, appearing on Blackwood soon. Ooh, watch out for that. We should make our voices heard about this. It was for a travel site, I think, Mark. I just got rid of it as quick as I could. Where can we get one of those Asian brides asking for a bachelor neighbour? Raymond Legs, I get ads for Russian brides on other sites. I prefer Ukrainian women. They don't like Putin. Arnville, I feel left out waiting for an ad. Clive knew I just won a flip-flop from Taiwan. Just had ads showing up on my phone. I've refused to watch 15 or 20-second unskippable ads following the recent update. They were using AI to determine your age based on what you watch. Yeah. A blank screen is what appears on my chat. And Flymouse says, I use several browsers. This is Chrome for YouTube and searches, Brave for something else, Firefox for, you get the idea. Still sounds very dodgy, Flymo. What are you up to? Or is this just you as your YouTube moderator? You've got different browsers open up with different streams on it. Everyone's on. I have some major advertising blocking installed on my router and another layer on my browser level on my PC. Raymond Legs, do you know just one shoe? Just sent a screenshot off the ads from my phone. Oh, that's how far behind the chat I am then, because I've already showed that. God, how far behind am I now? Yeah, the catch is I have to pay for a flight to Gatwick. Oh dear. Oh, has Timbers come in? Did I miss? Oh, Timber Surf, good evening. How you doing, sir? Leslie had one earlier on. It's gone 8:30 and we haven't really started talking about food yet, guys. Or have I not reached that bit in the chat yet? Oh, you're working late Saturday. Okay, so you're doing tomorrow. We'll finish before Anthony starts. Okay, so I didn't spot that. Have you set that? Your mod on here, Rob, so you can send the link into the chat. And also, Friday is a bad night for me because I don't get into Anthony's stream that much because, although I was saying, you know, I said last week I was taking my son up to uni, so we took him up at the weekend, settled him into uni. And I got a phone call from him today. He was obviously out doing some shopping, and the question was, what cheese do we get? I said, what? so what cheese do we buy? And I said, well, we usually buy like medium cheddar. And he goes, all right, okay. And then hung up. And I was like, random question on a Thursday from my son, who's out in the big bad world by himself, going, what cheese do we eat? Can't you pour cement? Surely any passenger being diverted would have free travel to Stansted. Well, if they're diverted to Stansted, or away from Stansted, the airline has to get them to Stansted, because you're in a contract with the airline. They have to honour it. There are regulations that govern it. I reckon that Rob is just trying to promote his OnlyFans site. British government have to pay for disruption for those passengers. Ironville, that's good, Rob. I'll watch you, then on to Anthony Dodge after. If they could, Ryanair would have made you pay for using the toilet. Yeah. Oh, I wonder what happened. Whoever allowed Aaron's comment were being watched. What did Aaron say? What did I miss? Yeah, I allowed it. Weird that it hit it. Oh, I can't remember now. Oh, press portraits. Uh-oh. Grace is in the house. He gets tie braids and I get toilet roll by bulk. How you doing, Grace? Nope, I get bug roll now. Tom used to wonder about Ryanair. Oh, you want to see inside the aircraft? I want the tie braids. I don't get ads, just a blank screen saying sponsored. Oh. I had A/B testing for thumbnails, but it only works if you would get a steady stream of viewers after day one. Yeah, I've had the A/B testing for thumbnails, and currently the A/B testing for titles, which I don't use. Why did EasyJet go for that nicotine colour scheme? Okay, Flemmo, trying to stay awake, fighting it tonight. Yes, you must have spelt the airport wrongly, Aaron. Yeah, for Grace. So they can charge the smokers for. Wait, what? YouTube hid me? Right, I'm just going to scroll through first, I'm not allowed to speak on this, apparently then. We're not talking about food because we were talking about ads that I'm still waiting for. Okay, I'll start. I had burger and chips for dinner. Well, anybody came in there, so far this evening I've had 3 Weetabix. That was my tea this evening. Because a few people are unwell in the house and they didn't know what they wanted to eat, and I was going to do meatballs tonight, and they were, I don't want meatballs. I said, all right, I'll make you a pizza. I don't want pizza. Do you know what? Sort yourself out. I remember getting a handwritten boarding pass, misread the seat number, ended up for an hour in the smokers section. Okay, I remember when planes had smoking sections. The most ridiculous thing ever. A smoking section. Yeah. It's a big metal tube. Just any ad or McDonald's one. Jeez, grub. What burger did you have? What burger did you have, Mark? Flymo had gammon steak tonight. I haven't had a gammon steak for years. Maura, we'll make it to stream at 6 tomorrow. Won't be home from work until after 6, so we'll link in when at home. Did you have egg or pineapple with it, Adam? Well, there's the link for Rob and Grace's RGJ Trains stream tomorrow. So if you're not subscribed to them, click on that and get over there. Nice ones from our local butcher. You know what I haven't had for ages? On our local butcher who used to do them for a while, was actually lamb burgers. They were really nice. I'll go back and see if they got any. Ryanair would make your pay for the toilet. Will they be taking the... To stop the adverts, you need to install an ad blocker like AdBlock or privacy browser like Brave, which will automatically block ads. If you're a channel owner, you need to use YouTube Studio. So Robin Gray said, sorry guys, we don't get back in on Saturday to near 8 and then back out early doors. So anybody want to do a live? I'm putting it out there. Anybody want to do a live Saturday night? Can't beat butchers' homemade burgers. Yep, that's true. That's one thing we've got in Donegal. We've got a couple of actual proper butchers and bakers and stuff. So you don't have the, the supermarket stuff. Mushrooms more. I had a notion for eggs, but I had to use the mushrooms up. You know what? I think I'm going to go for a bacon and egg sandwich after, if my daughter is watching. She does make a mean bacon and egg sandwich, so she's watching the background. I wouldn't mind one, please, Rachel. I doubt if she's watching. This channel now has A/B testing for titles, but useless for this one. Scotwood, worst one was my granddad who, while visiting friends, was offered a cup of tea. When asked whether he wanted sugar and milk, he had to ask my gran what he took. Had never made it for himself. No problem, Rob. I'm still work is more important. Especially the work that Rob and Grace do. I mean, they're out saving lives. We'll have A/B testing titles for Simon's Trains, and yes, I'm talking to myself. For YouTube, you need sponsor block as well. That's the one that can skip the embedded ads, okay? Terminate weed bakes meatballs. Oh, Ian had a nice lasagna tonight. Oh. The only thing, even the nerds, I mean gurus, say they only work for big channels. Yeah. I think the food chat is gone. Oh. We had minted lamb burgers. See, I was just saying, yeah, lamb burgers are really nice. Scotwood had homemade chicken masala and pila rice tonight. Oh, very nice. Leslie, I was naughty this afternoon and shared a scone. Scone or scone? Flamer Chairman, my granddad was much the same. It wasn't that he didn't know how, it was just that Granny had it ready for him coming in, yeah. Shedmouse Junction, Mark, just for info, I've just had your stream running on my phone and laptop at the same time for about 45 minutes. Had 2 ads now appear over the chat on my phone, but the laptop has been fine. I don't know, guys. As I say, it could be YouTube testing something in different regions, and that's why different people have got it. I don't know. I'm on a railway. You're now going to taunt Donegal Rail about lamb burgers time. me, Bazinga. JMRI Jones live on Saturday. Oh, I could be tempted. Oh, there we go. Martin, live from the shed, Saturday. Are you, Martin? Go on, go set it up now and put the link in the stream. Go on, I'll make you a mod and you can do it. Add you as a moderator, standard moderator. There you go. Go on, go and set it up, Martin, and put the link in the stream. We have a butcher in a village that I live in. Yeah, we've got 2 butchers in our town. Timbersif, Shedmount Junction, go for it, yeah. We'll be back to normal the week after, just hoping the chaos settles down, not too much though. Shoberton Junction, Tony, good evening, how are you doing? After I said Tony, I was thinking it is Tony, isn't it? Yeah, I'm sure it's Tony. And then John and Holly go, hi, Tony. And I'm like, all right, it was Tony. I say, yeah, terrible with names. So we have a local butchers, but they're 50% dearer than the supermarket, sadly. We don't have that because the butchers are usually quite reasonable. And it's better, far better quality than the supermarkets. Timber, I'll need a wee tipple beforehand to settle the nerves. When I first started doing live streams during lockdown, St. Patrick's Day, of course, and because we couldn't have a parade or go out anywhere, everyone who came into the stream had a drink. Luckily back then, I didn't have many subscribers, so I only had about 5 or 6 people come into the streams back then. I couldn't do it now. I would be on the floor. Tony saying hello to everyone. Oh, Leslie's had another ad. Timber Surf, when I was a scout leader, sent 2 kids to wash dishes. 30 minutes later, they had not returned. Found them looking puzzled at the washing bowl. No clue what to do, as they both had dishwashers. Good job, they didn't need to use a dial phone, yeah. Muller word for you, yeah. Let's see, that's you at the exclusive club now. First world problem, as they say, Timbers, yeah. I would do a live on Saturday, but I'll probably be too tired of work. I may do one on Sunday, though. Watch out for any announcements on my community choice on Facebook, okay? Our butcher is reasonable enough. Regularly does good deals. Yeah, our butcher does that, you know, do the €20 deal, you know, a couple of steaks, burgers, chicken fillets, that sort of thing. Every village my granddad ever living in had a good local butcher, yeah. How many sausage parties are happening here? Joshua, that's something completely different. Right, so Mark, what time Sunday for a stream? What time are you thinking? Speaking of food, here's Donegal Dad's second channel. Do you know, I haven't actually put anything up on that channel for probably almost a year now. So that channel, I just created everything I usually cook because my kids going off to college, they want to know how I done things. So I thought, make a YouTube channel, put it up there, and then they can watch me and see how to do it. Tom used to mutter, my daughter once failed an escape room because they had to use a dial phone. Afterwards, I showed her how to use one without the dial. So Mark's saying probably in the evening. Big 10 sausage and egg sandwich with HP brown sauce, yummy. I don't like sauce on my sandwiches, brown sauce or red sauce. Sure, someone is searching on YouTube for Donegal Dad does something. I could do a live and teach you all about nuts. Is that a baguette, Kevin? So, yeah. Oh yeah, the big crusty baguette with... Oh. A dial phone to a bunch of kids is a paperweight. Wait, they don't use paper, that's obsolete. Yeah, true. Cup of tea time with bourbons and custard creams. I do like bourbons and custard creams. The thing is, I don't buy them because I will sit down and eat the whole packet. So again, we did go to a local butcher, part of a local chain earlier this afternoon, but it was very expensive. Our model railway exhibition this weekend in Troon, Walker's Halls, and there's also a model railway in Enniskillen, Northern Ireland this weekend. The Notting Channel gets bigger numbers than we do. Have you got a Notting channel, Timber? Is this something I don't know? So Mark Standard for Model Railway, Captain Static, maybe around 8ish if he does one. So watch out for his channel. Hermitage Road Pete had crumpets for his tea. Tom Houston, Donegal Dad does, no, definitely not. That would be definitely how not to do woodwork. Leslie's off, right? Okay, Leslie, take care. Catch you again. Timber Surf's live stream about nuts. I'd be tied up to watch that. Timber, I could assist you as I'm a Girl Guide leader. I used to be a Cub Scout leader. I was Bagheera, I think. I was Bagheera. That's what they called me. Yeah, I used to do Cub Scouts when I lived in Bristol, and I used to do it for a while in Donegal. And I used to be a Cub Scout when I was younger, and a Sea Scout. Okay. Valley 56. I did an escape room with coders. There was a puzzle to get a solution on a laptop, so they hard restarted the laptop, hacked it, and got the solution from the code in the app. So Mauro, John Holly wants to know, Mauro, how long have you done that for? Heaton Depot open day this weekend for you 156 and 158 fans? Okay. Or says a very long time. I'm following Leslie Knight. Okay, you take care. Catch you again. Ironville, I'm subscribed to loads of model railway YouTubers. No time for TV. Yeah, it's very, very rare I watch TV, to be honest. Yeah, so... and that page that's painted black and orange livery. I wish this was my channel. 2.3 million views. Oh, was that the channel? Tom Houston moderator. A coder went shopping. His wife said, get a loaf, and if you have any eggs, get a dozen. He returned with a dozen loaves. There will be a pacer train at Heaton Depot this weekend. Oh. One paces, one pacer too many. And the Spa Valley Railway has their model railway exhibition this weekend as well. Right, we're almost at 9 o'clock. Let's see if I can get this to work. Because I just have to let the Class 37 come around, stop it. Then we'll see if we can bring out, if I can open up the points and bring the 43 out. Oh, excuse me. Right, I got the throttle on the computer because I don't have a spare phone at the moment for the throttles. Right. Now change the points on my laptop, making sure I change the right points, which it made a noise. And we'll change the other one. Right, let's see what happens. Does it move? Does it short everything out? Oh, it hasn't shorted it out, so I must have flicked over properly. So we'll have that going around for a little while. Just, change it up a bit. Nobody wants a pinched loaf. 88 minutes. Also, there will be an A4 steam locomotive at Heaton this weekend as well. Oh. I only have a pinched expression. RTJ trains. Oh, got a new dating site advert this time. Timber Services Bala Model Railway shows on this weekend. Stafford next weekend. RTJ trains a fetish one. Nope, back to Asia 5. Raymond Legs, I can't review my fetishes. See, it's always when Rob comes on that the stream takes a downturn. Kieran J94, my local heritage line will be having a running day with a class 45 45108 and 44004. Great Gable this Saturday. Oh, very good. I bet that's more Brian than Rob. Simon will be at the Stafford show on the Sunday only. That the new toy, that was easy. I see that scale4forum.org are having a show, but they haven't posted which month. And the class 45 will be running on Sunday, okay. Oh, there's daughter Nicola in the house. Hi Nicola, how you doing? Our model railway group this weekend on the 20th and 21st. Nicola, are you going out to get a takeaway later? Asking for a friend? So, shall I... the Scale 4 folks seem to have quite a lineup of dates, all right. Oh, I'm out of water. Let's put the sound on, shall we, for a while? Now, does the mic pick that sound up, or is it blocking it out? And is it too loud? Mum's just left with other Donegal daughter to get pizza. All right, okay. I thought it was bacon and egg rolls you were after, Mark. Yeah, I think I will actually make myself a bacon and fried egg sandwich after the stream. No, it won't be pepperoni because she gave out earlier on saying, so I'll make a pizza pepperoni. And I don't like pepperoni, so it'll probably be a chicken and sweet corn. That's picking the sound up. Okay. Because obviously the good thing about that set there is there's a sound card in the front and the back. Why are the back lights not on? I have no idea where they're getting it. Matthew's making me dinner. chicken is all good. I'm biased, I hate DCC sound. Out of curiosity, has anyone ordered any of the new models that have been announced in the last 2 weeks? The amount of announcements this year has been incredible. That's good one. My own favourite topping on the pizza is chicken and sweet corn. Yeah, that's a favourite in this household. I do like pepperoni, but chicken and sweet corn is a good one. In fact, I had one the other night, I think it was. Digger had Parmesan chicken tonight. Oh, very nice. To be honest, I haven't seen any announcements over the past couple of weeks, Maura. I haven't had my finger on the pulse, shall we say, to see what's been announced. Quite possibly because I don't have any money to spend. I'm waiting on Irish Railway models, obviously Maeve and the 2200 railcar set, and of course the Hunslet. So there's 3 models I've got on order. Simon says, Maura King, I got the LNER D40 on pre-order from Repeato Trains. John and Holly say, I think 2025 is the year railway modelers are all officially skint. And he's got the SECR01. Tom had the chicken parma last night. I reckon if you wanted to get each of them, you'd have to have a load of money. Yeah, you probably would. Tom used to wonder, I can put up with the sound for a short while, but not too long. Yeah, to be honest, I'm pretty much the same. Like, I've already had enough of that going around. I think it's all right when you're in a hall at a show because it's not as loud then, it's drowned out and it's a novelty. But at home, no. Simon Roy, not yet, Maura, but I am very tempted to order a Repeato Trains UK Southern Railway U-Class locomotive. Leicester Station TMD, good evening, Mark, and all in the chat. How you doing, Gary? Hope you're keeping well, mate. Rails and Akira Scale have been all over the place. I haven't heard anything about the Hunslet's arrival. It can't be very far off because they were quite far ahead with it and they had samples of it that they were running at some of the shows, so it can't be very far away. The Class 2200s, last time I spoke to Fran about those, they were having a lot of issues with it and they changed up how they were going to do it. So the last thing I heard, the electronics were with ESU getting that sorted and tested, and then they hope to be in production, but I know they've had a few headaches with it. And being a Akira Scale, they want to make sure it's right before they ship it out. They don't want to ship out a subpar product. When is Maeve due? I've lost track, as it were. Early next year, I think. Not tempted by the SCRG class for Stunner Motorway. Okay. The Dunblane show is in October 4th and 5th. Tom, I think it'll be summer next year for Maeve. Yeah, probably will be, yeah. And if you like the SECR01, get in quick while you can, as some of the deliveries are close to selling out already. How could you not like it, Stan? Oh, you've upset Andy, Mark. Right, let's take Railcar 4 off, and we'll put it on Railcar 10 for the last while of the stream. Oh, you both have one, all right. Flying Return Spalding Motor Railway Club exhibition on November 1st and 2nd. Is anyone going to Getz in the chat? Yeah, a few people here are going to Getz, Gary. Charlie from Partick Station was in earlier on. Don't know if you know him. He's from Scottish but living in Canada. He's coming over for it. A few people are going. I think Simon is going to be there on the Sunday. I'm not going because I've spent too much money this year and I just can't justify forking out another 500 quid for a weekend between flights and hotel and Ironville. A friend of mine had to take his car into a garage for an insurance repair. The insurance are paying for a courtesy hire car they gave him to use is a brand new Mercedes E-Class worth over 56k. Ooh, very nice. Simon says, Gary, I'm going to be there on the Sunday, going to Worley on the Saturday. Possibly the best green livery of any model, agrees. Ironville is going to Getz on Saturday the 11th. Clive might go to the Spalding show this year as it's local. Oh, did somebody else come in? Pokemon Go King. Who did I miss that? You're back through the chat. Oh, Pokemon Go King, how are you doing? I do have Thomas, but they're not out at the moment. It does look nice, Simon, but as they're doing one of the U classes, 1638, that are preserved at the Bureau Railway, that takes priority. You wouldn't want to crush that, Aaron. No, you wouldn't. That would be very expensive. Slimer says, hit the like button, share the stream, please. Slimer Mother, I think the U class will be a better seller. Honestly, don't blame you for making it priority. Oh, Gary, Leicester Station TMD is going all weekend. I do like it, Andy, but I have to draw the line somewhere with regard to rolling stock. Yeah. Can you please show them off? What have we got left? I'll tell you what, I'll dig it out just as I can see where they are. Right. Okay, somebody wants to see my Thomas stuff. Now this is all Hornby Thomas. So we have Bill. Now I have put chips in all of these. We have Edward. Emily. And we have James. Percy. Henry. Duck. And Diesel, Devious Diesel. And of course, the main man himself, Thomas. And I do have a Gordon, but he's sitting over in the cabinet over there. And then of course I've got James's carriages, Gordon's carriages, Annabelle and Clarabelle, some Devious trucks. I've got a mail wagon, one that spits out the bags. Sorry. John, I stopped driving, like being driven now, though I can drive in an emergency, yeah. See you there, I'm booked to Monday this year. Oh, you're there all weekend, are you, Clive? Yeah, quite possibly will be Simon. There's the link to Gets. Aha, double O bill. Ironville. At Gets will be wearing my white Ironville jumper, and we'll I'll meet you under the starry sky. Stormer, I hopefully will be able to make Gets on Sunday, but I won't know until nearer the time, okay? Nicola, they're back. It's plain cheese, garlic bread and chicken tenders. Oh, okay. Will there be any left when I finish the stream? Standover motor from Simon Trains to Standover motor. I pre-ordered the 49 Gordon Highlander in Rail Tour livery, which is preserved. Missed out on Jones Goods 103 in the Rail Tour condition. Can you please run them? I can't run them at the moment because we'll be ending the stream now in about 10 minutes. And they probably need a good clean, because I doubt if they'll run. But if you come in earlier to the stream next week to remind me, then I might be able to run one or two for you. Milton Keynes is a long way to drive for my creaky old bones, but I'd like to go. There we go. We do like a bit of Thomas. Hot dog pod Andy, going to do a Saturday scrum at Ketts. I thought they were packed away with the other layout. What? Open the boxes? Not going to be tempted to do a Sunday like last year. It was time for Thomas to leave. He had seen everything in this chat. You got Donald and Douglas, Boko, Diesel, 10, Pip and Emma. Yeah, there's a few I don't have. Pokemon Go King. Who rode the Bright Line in Florida? Has anyone been to Florida and rode the Bright Line from, where does it go? From Miami up to Orlando, and they're building it onto Tampa, I believe. It hurts me right in the wallet. Yeah, it does, yeah. Nice one, Simon. I like those as well, but I haven't got the money or space for one of those as well. Yeah, Pokemon, I can't run them tonight because they probably won't run. They'll need a clean. Knowing how temperamental they can be as well, being the older Hornby models, they don't always run the best. Digger, I'm taking the train to Milton Keynes. Chris, I've been running my Kestrel with a TTS Class 47 sound in it. It's a reasonable noise, it's a brush. Most likely I won't be in next week's live stream. I'll be in Newcastle. Train tickets, a third off if you have a senior rail card. Good idea, Aaron, but even then it's a few hours for me. Way easier than driving. Next time, please, can you run them? Certainly, if I'm on every Thursday, Pokemon Go King. If you come in earlier, because I say we finish in now in less than 10 minutes, I can certainly get one out and see if I can get it running for you, because I've lifted the box down now, they're out. Well, we're on the other side of the Atlantic, but I think Charlie did the bright line to Florida. I think flying down to Bristol will be the quickest and most comfortable. YA man. There's a link for the Train Set Direct shop, the unofficial sponsor of the channel. And I'm staying with a friend in London, then the train and back to Milton Keynes, so it'll be easier for me. I'm very good. Good old Hornby, right? Yeah. We had 50 well-known YouTubers on our meet last year. You need to come, Digger. Flamer's asking Simon, what's happening in Newcastle? A show or travelling? Pokemon King, they're going to build the bright line all around Florida. The tracks are going to go the other side of Florida. In the future, they're going to be running. So, Pokemon Go King, are you in the States? Simon Trains Runner Flamo. The next day, Friday, we're travelling to Shildon on locomotive number 1, and we'll be running from Shildon to North Road on the original Stockton and Darlington Railway route. Okay. I think Jenny Kirk, Don Quest, and loads of others will be at Getz. Yeah, certainly Jenny will be there. I'm sure Don will be there. Charlie will be there. I wonder if Dave from Dean Park will be down. Last time I was there, Graham from Lakeside was there as well. I met him. Oh, Railcar 10's about to lose its trailer. It must have hit a bump and hopped off a bit. Timber serve. I will be there. That's why you need to come. Simon Train Sugar Farm Turn. Tuesday I'm hoping to get the ECM series finished off, as well as I'll be filming Dunbar to Edinburgh. Took me 1 year and 10 months to get the series finished. And when are you coming back to Ireland, Simon, to finish film another series? It's just before that decides to take a tumble. Tim, we're going to be 2 YouTubers meetups. Jenny's at 1 PM at her layout, yours at 2 PM in the bar area upstairs. Yeah, it's been a couple of years since I've been to Getz. I'll have to try and make it next year, I think. I wouldn't say no to that, as there are 2 new stations I need to visit and need to finish off the Dart. Well, say if you're ever coming over, let's fly into Belfast and do some of the Northern Irish Rail stuff. Yeah, there's another show, the Great British Model Railway Show in Graydon and Warwickshire. I remember one year at Getz car park when we were talking across the car park. Yeah, that's right. I think we were were we in a queue or something? I can't remember. So I met Clive at Getz. Oh, excuse me. Oh dear. Right, it's coming up. We got 4 minutes left, guys. I'm going to finish off at 9:30. We're going to get some food. For some reason, I'm always hungry after these streams because we end up talking about food for half of it. Yeah, so video out on, basically, it was a how-to video I done for the staff in the museum on basic cleaning of track and locos and that sort of thing. So I made the video for them. That's this week's video. A ton of members already seen it. It will be out 8 o'clock on Saturday for everybody else. Should be back live stream next Thursday, hopefully. RGJ trains are on at 6 tomorrow. Then Anthony's on at 8. Anthony Dodge, Model Train Outsider. We want Martin Shedmouth to do Saturday, 8 o'clock, and possibly Mark Captain Static, Standover Model Railway, will do Sunday at 8 o'clock. So there's something to look forward to. So check out their channels. So I'm going to head off and get something to eat shortly. So thanks everybody for coming in. I really enjoy these Thursday nights chatting to you guys. Need to bring more water in next week. I've gone a bit dry. Didn't have any Dr. Pepper on me tonight. It's probably why I'm feeling a bit tired. I haven't got that sugary caffeine rush keeping me going. So yeah, as I say, thanks for coming in, guys. See you in the other streams. Do check out those other channels I mentioned: RGJ Trains, Andy Dodge Model Train Outsider, Shedmouth Junction, which is Martin, and Mark Stanover Model Railway, Captain Static. Hopefully they'll be doing, Robin Grace are doing live at 6 tomorrow, Anthony at 8, Martin trying to talk him into Saturday night at 8, and Mark, Captain Static, Stanover Model Railway, Sunday at 10 o'clock, Sunday at 8 o'clock. So thanks for tuning in, guys. I'm going to bring the stream to an end now. I know it's about a minute early, but I can hear that bacon and egg sandwich calling me. So I'm going to have to go and do that. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Enjoy your modelling. Stay safe out there. And I'll see you in the streams out there. Bye, everyone.